Hello, my children. Welcome back to Wonderful Everyday. My name is Michael S.K., and it's time to jump into a new chapter here in the game. So for the past 10 to 15 or so episodes, I'm not exactly sure, we were doing Down the Rabbit Hole Part 2. For the first bit, we were doing Down the Rabbit Hole Part 1, and everything has been confusing, but Part 1 was not confusing on story, but confusing on what people were talking about, you know? That kind of carried over into Part 2, and then the story became a little confusing. And I feel like it's just going to continue going in that direction. I don't know where this game could go. I don't know what It's My Own Invention is going to be about. But if Down the Rabbit Hole Part 2 was any indication of where things could go, then we are in for a wild ride for the rest of this game. And I was doing a little bit of research, not too much to spoil me on anything, but apparently upcoming themes are very disturbing. And this game is known for very disturbing content. I'm starting to wonder why I'm playing this. Why was I recommended Wonderful Everyday? It's not at all what I imagined, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because back in, I think like less than 10 episodes ago, I'm pretty sure it was after part 20, I started feeling like this wasn't for me, because I still felt like it was a whole, you know, cute girls doing cute things sort of situation, but no, it's not at all like that. There's deaths, there's straight up murder going on, cults, oh man. Down the Rabbit Hole Part 2, these last 7 episodes, me coming back to the game was incredible. So, I'm excited for what It's My Own Invention has going on. I feel like this will be a much more wild ride. History repeats itself. The first time as tragedy. Okay. The second time as farce. And that was Karl Marx. A quote from ye olde Karl Marx. Oh boy. Here we go. I'm already feeling a little spooked. The moment I awoke, the moment time began to move, everything felt distant. Is it that way for everyone? Or just me? What was the first thing that came into sight when I awoke? I always try to remember that. Was it the scenery of awakening? I'm trying to remember that. A drop of water fell in the distance. I heard the sound of a drop of water breaking somewhere in the distance. That which is broken imparts its moisture upon the earth. Only through breaking can it grant its blessing. Excuse me. Because once broken, the blessing is able to soak into the earth. Where is this place? The confusion after awakening? Doesn't everyone feel it? Or is it a confusion that only I feel? When I came to, I was here in this place. My eyes opened in bed. I was probably in my own room. It was definitely my own room. A hazy scene, a hazy texture, a hazy memory. Everything felt hazy, but there was one thing I could say for sure. My spirit was unreasonably calm. For no reason at all, I could calmly observe all phenomena. In this hazy world, the only thing that was clear was my unnaturally calm heart. My calm heart, so calm as to be cruel, it observed everything from afar. Until yesterday the scenery was so near. Until yesterday the scenery was so fun. Until yesterday the scenery was so beautiful. Until yesterday the scenery was so dear. I calmly watched from afar everything that I had so loved. I always try to remember the scenery from the moment I wake. I always try to remember the scenery from the beginning. The scenery that should be there at the moment I wake. A calm spirit. Far in the distance, all emotion. Within this hazy consciousness, first I turned on the computer in my room. I organized my memories while looking at the computer screen. finished words lined up on the display, excuse me. A logo showed on the screen. All emotion was far away. A story that doesn't say anything. A story that doesn't move the spirit. Could I tell you such a fairy tale? Emotion, pain, pleasure. They're all jewels shining far off in the distance. But even then, you must live happily. Okay. July 2nd. We're a little far off of July 20th. The summer sun is brutal. Apparently in Tibet, you can boil water just by reflecting the sunlight with a mirror. And Tibet can't be as hot as it is here, so you probably do a lot more than just boil water in this place. You could even boil a pot of oil. Good old Mamiya Takuji before he goes back shit insane. I walked through the shadows to avoid the sun as much as I could. Okay, so we're following Takuji. But the real question is, are we following Takuji through a completely different story, or are we following Takuji leading up to the events that happen in Down the Rabbit Hole Part 2? See, that's what I wonder. So he's walking through the shadows to avoid the sun. I knew it would be less than half the total distance if I went straight through the courtyard, but I'd die if I went directly under the summer sun. Since it was hot enough outside to boil a pot of oil, anyone standing out there for a few minutes would die as their blood boiled. Standing out there would be suicide. I think a teacher who tried to make people go out into the blazing sun under the guise of physical education would need to be put to death. That would clearly be attempted murder. Everyone knows PE teachers are stupid since they all graduated from the easiest universities. That's why they can do something so barbaric without batting an eye. When I was in elementary school, I had a teacher named Mr. Watase. He always wore a jersey, so I assumed he graduated from one of the PE universities. He was definitely the type who did nothing but work out until he got his job. He was always stupidly energetic, and cool, and popular with the girls. Well, who cares about any of that? I can't forget the day I found out I was right about him. It was during a science experiment where we were electrolyzing water. Where you electrolyze water. Since the formula is H2O, well, that's not important. Anyway, you get hydrogen. When you put a flame to the hydrogen in a flask, it blows up. What he said was, they make hydrogen bombs by collecting a whole bunch of this stuff. That was the moment when he showed just how dumb he really was. So, is a blimp with a whole bunch of hydrogen actually a hydrogen bomb then? A rocket has a lot of liquid hydrogen in it, so it's a hydrogen bomb too, right? It's scary that a teacher doesn't even know what nuclear fusion is. Though he just teaches little kids, so he can get by without being very smart. Okay, story time before we continue. You can skip ahead if you don't want to hear me ramble. I think it was 7th and 8th grade. No, it was just 7th grade. It would have been 8th grade if they didn't change the structure in my small elementary/middle school. There was someone who worked there as a PE/history teacher. And the thing is that he was really good with the kids there, but we were a little older around then, and I couldn't learn history for shit in that class. But I do remember, I think it was after 5th grade, I had summer school, and he was my summer school teacher. I thought he was fine. I don't know why, but like, from then to when I was in 7th grade, I just noticed that he wasn't all that great. Maybe it's just my distastefulness to history, because that's what he taught, and also PE. But I do remember when it was kind of like the mixed bag of everything after 5th grade, I was fine with him. I don't think he was dumb. I just think that, you know, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses of teaching, you know? I can't teach shit. I'm not a teacher. But anyways. See, not all PE teachers are dumb. That's what I was trying to get at. I really didn't have a good impression of that teacher. He would put me in detention just because I didn't finish my lunch. What the fuck? Forcing someone to eat something they don't like is just going to make them even pickier in the future. Didn't he know that? Though he was an idiot, so he probably didn't. Because of him, I still can't drink milk or eat vegetables. It's all his fault. His fault. His. No, the reason I can't eat vegetables or drink milk is... That's right, his mother. Okay. Wait, calm down. What am I getting so upset about? That's right. It's Watase's fault. Him in this weather.
くそ、暑い。暑いんだよ。なんで夏というだけでこんな温度が高いんだよ。イライラする。ああ、イライラだ。
Gotta love the nerds that get upset about every little thing. I can kind of see him as a little nerd boy. But man, if this is following the same story, which I'm now thinking it is because of his mother's placement, I'm sort of thinking that, you know, his mother was involved with the whole cult thing and all that. Everything we learned from his sister, that's all in place. I'm going to assume for now that we're following the same story that we had in Down the Rabbit Hole Part 2. I guess we'll see what drives him to madness. I'm very curious. The books in my hands were getting covered in sweat. Geez, there's nothing good about it.
昼だからこんな辛いんだよな。いっそのこと夕方とか。
It's hotter in the evening, you idiot. No, after school there'd be tons of people around the campus. Someone might see me enter my base. Then maybe it would make more sense to sneak into the school at night.
夜か。
Nobody would be around, and there would be no sun. And summer nights are pleasant.
そうだな。最初から夜に運べばよかった。今日の分が終わったら、明日は夜に運び込もうかな。本当に暑いな。もうすぐ夏休みだから、当然といえば当然だけど。
Summer break. Summer break. Not that it really affects me. I still have to go to summer classes during my break. Though I'm planning on skipping most of them. So I'll spend most of my time in my secret base. Which is why I'm carrying these books over there.
さてと。
I scanned my surroundings. Of course no one was there. Class was still in session after all. Well, I sort of guessed that it was this area. Before I went in, I looked around one more time.
問題ないな。
Down we go. Except there shouldn't be anything scary down here. I didn't know this place fucking lit up.
相変わらず臭いや。
This is the spot where the drain of the old pool connects to the sewers. The pool's drain doesn't smell, but the sewers do.
ここさえなければいい秘密基地なんだけどな。
The fuck is that noise? That was weird. Was that just me, or...? I never know. I entered the tank, doing my best not to breathe in the sewers. This is the old pool's drainage tank. The pool isn't used at all anymore, so this place is always empty. Though rainwater does still flow down here, I had to plug the drain so it wouldn't come down into the tank. This place is a lot nicer now that there's no water in it. Though of course I didn't really want to use this place as a base since it's right by the sewers. Which is why... I guess this is it's an in-game noise. I could faintly see the huge pillars even without any light. A certain level of natural light probably comes in through the ventilation. This is the foundation of the new school building. The new building has an indoor pool and various club rooms. This place was originally supposed to be impossible to get to, but for some reason it's connected to the old pool's drainage tank. It was probably just a screw-up during construction. They should have demolished the old pool before they started, but they left it in there, so the new building overlaps the tank. And thanks to that screw-up, I was able to find this place. This place is wonderful in lots of ways. I don't know why, but the ground here is concrete. There's nowhere with exposed mud or dirt, It's a completely sterile, inorganic underground room, though it might start to smell after a few decades. But less than a year has passed since the construction, so there's no smell or unpleasant humidity. It would be more accurate to call it an underground room than the foundation of a building. Maybe they're planning on putting machinery down here at some point. It's the kind of space where you might expect to find a boiler room or something. And I guess there's light here too. Oh, god damn. A lot of this would have been nice to see back when we were here during all the spooky times. I turned on the generator next to the entrance. All the construction lights hung around the area lit up. So he calls this his base to get around, I want to say, to get away from people, to get away from the outside, to get away from all the nastiness of the world. Holy shit! My base is right behind these dark curtains. No one comes here. It's a space just for me. Or so I would like to say, it's not quite that ideal. I can't say it's completely private. I might be stating the obvious, but apparently there are ways to get in other than the drainage tank. From what I can tell, there are 3 doors. 2 of the doors lead in, and 1 leads out. So the people who have keys to open those doors can get in here without going through the complicated path I use. But normal students definitely can't get in, only those with keys can. There are a lot of pipes and plumbing down here. So workmen or the janitor might come down here to do maintenance or fix problems with the plumbing. Teachers have no reason to ever come down here.
と言っても、ここに基地を作ってから数ヶ月。まだそういう連中を見たことはないけどな。
I've done a lot of work just in case someone does come down here. For instance, there's no plumbing near my base, and it's all the way in the very corner of this underground space. And of course I put up these curtains so that it's not visible from the outside. These curtains aren't just for plain fabric. I rubbed gravel into the outside surface so that the people mistake it for concrete from a distance. They might notice a discrepancy if they carefully compare it to the blueprints, but I doubt someone coming to work on the plumbing would notice even if they had a map. It's a secret base, so obviously I've prepared things to help hide it. I stuffed the books into the bookshelf. This guy's actually really smart to set up something like this. I'm actually impressed, and yeah, I'll give him credit. You know, this is all really cool. I have everything here. First off, there's a generator. It runs on gasoline and gives me a source of electricity. I stole it from a farmer in the neighborhood. It's old and makes a bunch of smelly exhaust, so I put it far away from my living space. In the worst case scenario, it might give me away, but who's going to care if there's a small generator in the corner of such a huge space? Most people would just assume it had been placed there for the workmen. The noise it makes when I turn it on resounds throughout the room, but it doesn't reach the outside at all. I checked all around, but there's no place where anyone above ground can hear it. I also have a computer. The internet at my house is fast since we have fiber optic cable, but here it's unbelievably slow, since I have to use my mobile connection. I was surprised the signal reached down here at all. There's a lot of concrete. It doesn't seem like the signal should reach underground, but surprisingly enough, I can get 3 bars on my phone. I don't know why I get a signal, but it's all for the best. I brought an old laptop from the house. The specs are pretty awful, but the internet is even slower, so the computer doesn't really slow me down. I also have a carpet. It's a cheap carpet. Other than that, I have some chairs and a desk. And I brought a portable gas stove too. I occasionally use it to boil water and make ramen. It's pretty important. I have tons of otaku merchandise too. Manga, DVDs, figures, and so forth. I'm in the middle of transferring my manga and light novels from my old base.
自転車で学校まで持ってきた荷物。あと1回分は少なくともあるよな。
And he really just does not want to live at home.
自転車いっぱい自宅から本を持ってきた分だけは今すぐにやらないとダメだな。
I can get the rest of my books from my house at night, but what? My parents aren't waiting for me at home. My father died of stomach cancer, And my mother is dead as well. Neither of them are in this world any longer. My mother was incredibly strict. She often scolded me when I was younger. Whenever I did something bad, she would punish me by dumping boiling water on me, holding my head under the water in the bathtub, or stuffing tubes of wasabi in my mouth, among other things. Holy shit. I hated and resented her when I was younger. I even thought about killing her, but that was a mistake. It was my misunderstanding. She loved me. She loved me too much, which is why she was able to keep doing that. It probably hurt her more than it hurt me. She didn't want to do those things. Since she loved me so much, under her strict discipline, I did well enough on the mock exams to be recognized at the national level, and I even started getting better grades in the worst subject, physical education. Under her strict discipline, I was promised a bright future, until the day my mother died. When I lost her, I found out how dear I had been to her. When I found out, the tears wouldn't stop. I couldn't stop them. My mother loved me. She loved me so much that she was smothered by her love and died. Her violence, her words, they were all the fruit of her excessive love. Now I understand that. And now I don't hate my mother. I'm not going to speak ill of her. I'm not going to make her the villain. But I still haven't mended my bad habits from when she was alive. My mother hated vulgar things like manga, anime, and video games. If she found them in the house, she always threw them away. So I didn't keep manga or anime in the house. When I was young, I made secret bases and hid my treasures there. An unoccupied apartment room, a deserted gas station. I made bases in various places. Of course, I was found by an old man or woman every time. They would get mad at me and throw my stuff out. But as that pattern repeated throughout my childhood, I grew more clever about finding secret bases. Now no one can tell me to leave. This base is the 7th generation. Now that my mother is gone, there's no need to do this, but it's a hard habit to quit. I still feel like my mother is watching me when I'm in the house. I can't focus on manga, anime, or games. So I'm still living the life that she'd wanted at home. The bookshelves at home are filled with textbooks, telescopes, and globes. The music is always classical. Sometimes I play the piano. I actually hate it, but it feels like my mother is watching me when I'm at home. I always study. I always read cultured books. I'm always surrounded by high-class art. The boy my mother desired, wanted to have, was that kind of boy. So even now after her death, I try to be diligent whenever I'm at home. I try to be a good boy. The rest of the time, I can be the lowest. I can be the worst. A worm, beneath notice, crushed underfoot. I might as well disappear. I might as well disappear.
これで最後だ。この方の束を持っていけば終わりだ。
So, his mother's dead, but we saw his mother and his sister in our last go-around. So maybe this is a completely different story. Well, fuck. I would have loved to follow Takuji if it was the same story, to see how he cracked down and became a cultist.
それにしても暑いな。
But regardless, I think we're in for a wild ride. It was pretty cool beneath ground. And because of that, the school was even hotter in comparison. Someone could die out here. Next time I try to carry something into my base, it should be during the night. Hello? I heard a sound like fireworks go off. My mind was yelling that something bad was about to happen. Something bad. Something bad is about to happen. That's why I heard that sound.
No?
Oh, okay. I thought I had to say that. His name.
覚えてる？ねえ。ついなよ。
Oh shit. Yuki Tomosane. There's two U's, so is it Yuuki? Ah, fuck, I'm gonna fuck that up. I'm terrible at pronouncing these sort of names. I'm sorry, guys. His name is Yuuki Tomosane.
いや、
今授業中だよね。
いや、その。
授業サボったらまずいですよね。だって。
Who the fuck is this guy? We have never met this man before.
授業をサボってるとこうやって暴力とか振るうドキュンがうろうろしてますよ。わかります？
Well, thank you for trying to keep us in line.
はい。
それで何やってるの？こんな場所で。
いや、別にその。
別にとかない。聞いてるわけだから別にって答えはないですよねえ。そんでさ、何してた？タクジ君。
いや、ですね。
I can't say I was moving these books. He would find out about my base. But
何？まだ殴られ足りない？
いやね、家にあった古本を処分しようかと思ってね。
古本を処分？
そうなんだよ。あそこにゴミ捨て場あるでしょ。だからあそこに入れようと思ってね。
そうなんだ。本を処分ね。
そうなんだよ。じゃ
ここで燃やしてよ。
He's not accepting our bluff here.
処分するならここで燃やしたっていいわけでしょ？
どうして？
いやさ、タクジ君を疑ってるわけじゃないんだけど、僕って嘘つかれるの大嫌いでさ、そんなことが分かったらその人殺すぐらい嫌いなのね。
はい。
なんか適当な言い訳のためにそんなこと言ってたなんて後から分かったら僕どうなるか分かったもんじゃないんで、そうならないようにその漫画を燃やしてくれない？
He is just an angry person. What's that crap? That's nonsense.
デタラメとか思ってる？
いや、そんなことありません。
Did it show on my face?
だよね。嘘つかれるのって本当に辛いからね。特に僕って心が狭いというか小さいというか、裏切られたと気がついた瞬間に自分を見失うんですよ。
Ah, is that so?
はい。
んじゃ。
何を
Yuki suddenly started pouring lighter fluid on the books I was holding. Of course, he was getting it on my shirt as well as the books.
んで、こう。夏だから暑いですよね。なんでそんなに暴れてるんですか？
火が僕の服に火が！
大丈夫ですよ。もう間宮君のシャツの火は消えてますよ。
Where did you even get the gasoline or the lighter?
大げさだな。そんな火だるまになったみたいに地面にゴロゴロすることはないのに。
The fire burned part of my clothes before I could put it out, but the books were burning even brighter than before.
大丈夫？大げさに地面なんか転がるから服が泥だらけだよ。
大丈夫です。
そう。ま、何事もなくよかったわ。
そうですね。
あ、そうだ。
何ですか？
そういえば、ジッポ湯がもうほとんどなかったんだっけ？すみません。ジッポの油結構少なかったんですよ。今ので全部なくなってしまいました。
はあ。
すみませんけど、今のジッポ湯の代金払ってもらえませんか？
This motherfucker.
ジッポ湯代金ですか？
はい。これって廃屋の油なんで高いんです。しかも外国製だし。
High octane lighter fluid. Either way, he just wants to take my money
い
again.
くらなんですか
3万円。
What the fuck?
？3万。
That's a lot of money.
はい。それに買いに行く交通費が2万円。合計で5万円。
ちょっと待ってください。5万円って。
何？
いくらなんでも高すぎやしませんか？
何？僕が嘘ついていると言いたいわけ？
いや。
何度も言うけど、僕は裏切られたり嘘言われるのが大嫌いなんで、自分で嘘とか言いません。なのに疑われると、本当に切れるしかなさそう。
いや、違うんです。
言い訳とかいいんで、5万円用意して明日までに。
Tomorrow?
明日とか無理ですよ。
なら今週中。
せめて1週間は。
1週間。じゃあそれでいいよ。
はい。
じゃあ1週間後にこの場所でいいですね。
はい。
ちゃんと持ってきてくださいよ。持ってこなきゃ殺すよ。じゃあねー。
I don't think I like that guy.
そんな大金。
Damn it. That jerk. Everything he says is total crap. There's no way lighter fluid costs 50,000 yen. Damn it. Every day has been hell since he came to this school. Even when Shiroyama and Numata were bullying me, it was better than this. Their bullying wasn't this bad. I don't think. No luck. I sifted through the cinders with my foot. The middle of the pile wasn't completely burned, but the rest was completely black with soot. It wasn't readable anymore.
僕の単行本。
What? Footsteps? Someone's coming here. I didn't have time to open the manhole, so I just tried to hide. It sounded like footsteps were coming directly toward me.
誰だこんな場所に。俺を。
Why is she here? She was the girl from the next class over, Takashima Zakuro. I had never talked to her, but she was kind of a gloomy girl, and she was always off on her own, reading. I thought she was a diligent student, but why is she cutting class? It was like she was searching for something, the way she kept looking around.
あいつ、もしかして僕以外であの土台を知っている人間とか。だとしたら基地が危ない。
The important things.
くそ。何やってるんだよ。
She must have been surprised by my voice, since her eyes shot wide open as she turned to look around at me. What's up with her? It looked like she was trembling. Could she be even weaker than me?
それで何やってるの？ そんな場所で。
何か燃えてて、それで。
何か？
The cinders were at Takashima Zakudo's foot. Or
そ
feet,
んな
excuse
わけ
me.
ないよ。そんなに大きな火じゃなかったんだからさ。
ごめんなさい。そうじゃなくて、炭が落ちててね。
炭？
はい。
君は？
高島ザクロです。間宮君の隣のクラスの。
So she knows of Mamiya.
そうじゃなくてさ。何やってた？もしかしてサボりとか？でも君って確か真面目な生徒じゃなかったっけ？
すみません。いろいろと諸事情がありまして。
諸事情？
間宮君は？
は？
間宮君は何をしてたんですか？
Huh? Why me? What's up with this girl?
僕は別に何もしてないよ。
本燃えてたけど、もしかして誰かに燃やされてたとかですか？
違うよ。さ、ただこの漫画がつまらなかったからさ、処分してただけなんだよ。うん。
漫画がつまらなかったから？
そうだよ。別に他意はないよ。ただいらない本だったから燃やして処分しただけ。
私もその漫画持ってます。
え、そうなの？
うん。私も漫画好きだから結構持ってるかも。
そうなんだ。
はい。
What am I so happy about? I don't know what she came for. I shouldn't trust her so easily. Nothing good ever happens when I open up to another person. That's right. Women especially love to pretend they're interested, and then when I let my guard down... Gross. You're getting the wrong idea. I can't believe a nerd like you would confess to me. Nasty. Those are their true colors. I know it. This is a trap. These are a woman's natural weapons. That's why.
へえ、そうなんだ。
I did my best to reply indifferently, like I wasn't interested at all.
君は漫画好きなんだ。
うん。だいたい少女漫画とかだけど、でも少年誌とかも読むんだ。
It started. Now she started talking about manga she thinks I read. Just like last time. Just like when Kawabata started talking about manga. She said I read manga too, and talked a lot about it. Then the instant I opened my heart...
なにどうもこうもね。なにこれ、ラブレター？
This is some fucked up shit,
何？
man.
マミヤ川端に告ったの？手紙読ませてよ。
I couldn't tell what was happening anymore. I said I wanted to talk to her alone after school. She said it would be the two of us. So why were all these people there? Ikuta and Tamura were there. And there were some boys too. Why were Shimada and Tokisaka there too?
僕は最近思います。幸せって何かなってことを。
ダメ。
うっせえな。ダメとかねえよ。
時坂、ちゃんと押さえておけよ。僕の幸せは川端さんとお話をしている時です。夜寝る前に布団に入ると、今日川端さんと交わした言葉が蘇ってくることがあります。川端さんの濡れた唇から発せられる優しい言葉、僕はその言葉を思い出すと とても切なくなります。明日も川端さんの声を聞けたらいいな、それだけを願いながら眠りにつきます。
何これ、これって川端をオナニーに使ってるって告白してるんじゃ。
What the fuck?
切なくなります。
僕チッポが切なくなりまして。
何それ、マジキモい。
いや、違うんです。
Kawabata-san was looking at the letter and trying not to look me in the eye. And there was a smirk on her face. She completely ignored me and said one thing.
少しキモいかも。
僕は川端さんのこの声をずっと聞いていたいです。学校だけじゃなくていろいろな場所で、昼だけじゃなくて朝も夜もずっとずっと結婚してください。
Yeah, I don't think that last part was a good thing to put there.
なんだよそれ。なんでいきなり結婚？付き合ってくださいだろ。マミヤ先走りすぎだって。
だって間宮君は先走り液を垂らしながらこの手紙を書いたんだもん。
男子最低。下ネタすぐ言うなよ。
だって本当なんだもん。川端さんのこと考えてると先っぽが
違う。
だからっていきなり結婚はねえだろ。
やっぱ童貞はパーねえよ。
God damn, you bitches are in middle school.
なんだよ、お前童貞じゃないのかよ。
つーか、さっきから男子すっげえセクハラ発言だらけ。自重しろよ。さっきから川端困ってるだろ。しかし結婚とは恐れ入ったね。さ、プロポーズされた川端さんはどうでしょうか。今どんなお気持ちですか。違くてさ、私クラス委員だからなるべくみんなと喋らないとダメでしょ。特に間宮くんみたいないじめられっ子とかにも優しくしないといけないじゃない。だからこういうやつはね、優しくされたことがないから少し優しくされただけですぐ勘違いしちゃうんだよ。だからさ、間宮くんにはそういう意識とか全然持ったことないのね。
いきなり断られて。
いや、そうじゃなくてさ、ほんと友達としてね、クラスの友達として間宮くんとはずっといたいのね。
まあ少し優しくされただけでお前は何勘違いしてるんだよって感じだね。
キモータのくせに告ってるんじゃねえよって川端は言いたいわけね。
そこまでは言ってないって。たださ、付き合うとかもちろん結婚とかはないかな。
Ouchies. I did act rashly, but still, she said and did all that. Jeez. She said I looked like some manga character. She said that character was cool. She said she wanted to marry that character. She definitely said that. And yet...
キモ。
Damn.
どうしたんですか？
Alright, we're gonna stop it there because I just looked at the time. I was really getting into this. I didn't mean to. So we'll save it here. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz. And I will see you all in the next episode, following good old Mamiya Takuji's young and very cringy life. But we've all been there. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.